my gosh, I am very excited for this video because this is my very first pregnancy update video. I'm just so excited to be able to share this with y'all. Today's video is going to be basically all about the first trimester. If you are new here, me and my husband have been sharing our trying to conceive journey on this channel. We have a lot of videos that we shared. We had 2 back-to-back miscarriages, and then I got pregnant with this baby right after that, and we are so excited to have our rainbow baby. And I am going to be going over all my symptoms that I've had in the first trimester, everything, all the details really of the pregnancy up to 13 weeks. On Instagram, I also asked y'all to ask me some questions that y'all might have had about this pregnancy for my first pregnancy update video, and I got quite a few. I've got like 50 questions. I'm gonna try to answer as many of those as I can as well. I did find out I was pregnant right at 3 weeks. It was actually like right before 4 weeks, and I went to my doctor because we had had 2 back-to-back miscarriages, and I just kind of had a feeling I was going to get pregnant again, but I really wasn't sure, so I made the appointment before I even knew anything. And then I just happened to get a positive pregnancy test at the doctor's. I was super early though, and my doctor did prescribe me progesterone because I'm sorry, I've had a cold for like several days, and so it's like hard to talk, but my doctor did prescribe me progesterone because he believed that was the reason why I kept having miscarriages. And I took that progesterone for all of the first trimester, but I just recently stopped because he said that it wasn't necessary after that point. All through the first trimester, the baby grew from the size of just like a little bitty poppy seed to over 2 inches, to the size of a plume, which I think is just so crazy how fast the baby grows. I want to go over my symptoms that I've had. Basically, for the first 3 to 5, when I was 3 weeks to 5 weeks pregnant, I felt pretty normal. I didn't really have too many symptoms, I don't recall, but when I hit 6 weeks pregnant, that is when I had a lot of morning sickness. I was nauseous all the time, and it was really, really, really bad. I really couldn't do much because I was just always nauseous, and I would have to eat to help with that, to help me be able to function. And it just got to the point where it was really hard to deal with, and honestly, that nausea caused me to have aversions to not necessarily food, but just to things in general. Like, just the thoughts of certain things made me kind of sick. I don't know why or anything, but that was a big reason why I didn't upload any videos for the first trimesters, because I just had a lot of nausea, and also just the thoughts of editing a video made me want to, it made me sick. I don't really know why, and just like like even like just the thought of just like anything, I don't know why, because I think if I thought about it when I was sick, I kind of like associate it with that nausea, and so I had just like a lot of aversions to just like regular things. So that was all of the first trimester. I will say when I turned 12 weeks pregnant, the nausea did start to go away, thank gosh. It does come back here and there, but it's definitely not like it was. I did have some bleeding at 7 weeks pregnant. It was very light, and it was just a one-time thing. It did scare me a lot because that's how my miscarriages started. So it really did scare me, but the difference was it didn't persist. It wasn't just a lot of bleeding. It was just a very basically light spotting, and it happened just one time. At 8 weeks is when we got our first ultrasound, and the baby's heartbeat was at 177, and it was just so exciting to, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, like I never had an ultrasound that early being pregnant, honestly. With my son, I got an ultrasound way later on in the pregnancy because I didn't go to the doctor until I was 17 weeks pregnant, so I've never experienced getting ultrasound that early. So it was really, really cool to see the little baby and to see its little heart fluttering and stuff. Oh my god, it was so amazing, and I'm really glad that we were able to do that. It was definitely an experience for sure. And I just kept thinking all the rest of the day, I was like, oh my gosh, there really is like a little baby in my belly. It was definitely an experience. I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of surreal. During the first trimester, I also had a lot of bloating. Okay, my stomach was really out there. I was very bloated. Anytime I ate, I would bloat, so that was definitely a symptom. Oh my gosh. I also did get to where I burped a lot, and it was a little bit TMI and kind of gross, but I did burp a lot, especially if I drank like one Dr. Pepper. I would burp for like days later, so I do not want to drink any type of soft drink like that at all, because I just, oh my gosh, it was awful. I've also had to go to the bathroom a lot. I've had to pee a lot, and that still is going on pretty much every hour and through the night. And then there was one night where I woke up and I had to go really bad, and when I went to pee, all of it wouldn't come out. I couldn't empty my bladder, so that kind of scared me, but luckily, thankfully, thanks to good Lord, that went away. I was able to empty my bladder after that, and I haven't had that problem since, knock on wood. But I looked it up, and I believe it was because of the baby's positioning. I think the baby was just kind of blocking it a little bit and made it where I couldn't go. Thankfully, that hasn't been a problem since then, that one time. I've also had some stretching pains in my stomach, which I believe is called ligament pain. And that's just because my uterus is growing and stretching, and it's gotten a lot bigger. So that's obviously it's going to cause a little discomfort, and especially if I get up too fast or anything, it can cause a little bit of pain like right here. I've also had some headaches, but not that many, but definitely more than I normally have. And I've also been extremely, extremely sleepy. I have to take a nap almost every day, which is kind of annoying because I want to be able to do things, and I'm always like really tired. And I will say that the progesterone probably made me really sleepy too, because I took it during the day just because I wanted to take it as soon as I got it instead of waiting until at night when I got the first dose, because I did get it at a very critical time. That's one thing, like, oh my gosh, like it was at a very critical time when I got the progesterone, so I started taking it early in the day instead of waiting till that night. And so I just continued that on, and that definitely made me very sleepy. But I'm also very sleepy just in general from being pregnant. So now I want to talk about my cravings. My cravings this pregnancy have definitely been different than with Jackson. With Jackson, I craved more of like Taco Bell and also pizza, pepperoni pizza. I was really craving that when I was pregnant with my son. But with this pregnancy, it's been different. I've wanted to eat sweets. I've wanted to eat cake and Reese cups and ice cream. That's kind of what I've wanted this pregnancy. And I mean, I don't think I've had too many like cravings so far because I am pretty early still, but I definitely prefer sweets over anything. And also salads. So it's kind of like one extreme to the next. I think I feel bad because I've ate so many sweets. I'm like, okay, I want a salad. Now I want to talk about the medicines that I'm currently on, and I am currently taking a prenatal vitamin that my doctor prescribed me. I'm also taking a baby aspirin. I'm trying to take that every other day now, just so I'm not taking it every single day. Let me know in the comments below what y'all recommend for someone who is as far along as I am about taking a baby aspirin a day. Whether it's better to take it once a day or every other, or obviously once a day, but every day or every other day. And I also stopped taking the progesterone because my doctor said that it wasn't necessary past the first trimester. And as far as my personal life, what's been going on. I did announce to my family on Mother's Day that I am pregnant, and that was, it was interesting. My close family already knew, and I'm sure everybody else knew because some people like to talk and tell everybody stuff, but I'm just kidding. I've just been trying to take it easy and rest a lot and not really stress and worry. Now I'm going to be answering all of your questions that y'all sent me on Instagram. I did create an Instagram story and asked y'all to ask me questions for my first pregnancy update video. I'm going to be going over those right now, and if you haven't yet, definitely follow us on Instagram at morganfamily_YT and also on Twitter at morganfamily_YT as well. And if you haven't yet, we'd also love for you to subscribe to this channel, obviously. I'm going to go through all the questions, and there are about 50, so I'm going to try to go through all of the questions. And I'm going to start with the first ones that were sent to me, and just go from there. The first one is, did you try for your babies? Yes, absolutely. We tried for Jackson for a year before I got pregnant. And with this baby, we tried for about 9 months, and in that process, we did lose 2 babies. How many babies do you want? I am not really sure at this point. I really just want to have this baby and see if we could handle any more, or if this is all we would want, if this would make our family complete. My husband also has a son as well, who is a lot older than Jackson. My son is 2, and he will be 3 by the time this baby's due, and his oldest son is 9. How do you manage anxiety during pregnancy after having a loss? I just kept my head up, and I just kept moving forward, and I just said to myself, this is my baby, and I'm going to keep this baby. And I prayed every single day, because I know that the good Lord is watching over us, and I really just put all of my worries into His hands, and I gave it to Him, and He really helped me with that. And truthfully, that's really how I got through it, is just through prayer and trying to just keep my head up and just keep moving forward and just believe that everything was going to be okay. But it was definitely very scary though, and if any little thing happened, I was pretty scared. But luckily, I've been to my doctor quite a bit of times, so they've kind of monitored me, and that definitely helps. Do you have any guesses on this baby's gender? Do you have any name ideas yet? I do have guesses on this baby's gender because my symptoms are, and everything, this whole pregnancy is totally different than my son's. So I kind of have an idea, but obviously I really am not sure. The heartbeat was at 177 at 8 weeks, and then at, how far along was I when I went to the doctor? I believe it was like 12 weeks when I went back to the doctor. And, or it might have been at 11 weeks, I'm not sure. But the heart rate then was 165, so it has been a little higher. And I also had a lot of morning sickness, which I never had with my son that I recall, so I really don't know, but I kind of have an idea. But truthfully, it could really go either way. And as far as name ideas, I definitely have been looking up a lot of names, and I know that in one of my videos I said we have a baby name video where me and my husband kind of compared the names that we liked and disliked and stuff, and I don't really think I'm going to choose any of those names because I just wanted something new and different. I was so dead set on naming this baby Preston if it was a boy. Kind of not so much anymore, just because it's kind of, I don't know, I just want something new for this baby. What was your thoughts when you found out again that you were expecting? I was really so thrilled and relieved, and so I felt like I had another chance to get it right this time, and I was so thankful because literally the day I found out was the day I went to the doctor, and they did a pregnancy test on me there, and I was just so thankful that I was at the doctor at that moment very early pregnant so that they could really help me. I was just so relieved. Did you get pregnant the first cycle after your last miscarriage? Yes. What are the weirdest food cravings you've had? I don't know. I haven't really had anything weird. Oh, I did crave chips and dip, which I usually don't like. And I don't think I've had anything weird so far, but I'm sure I will. What's your favorite thing your husband does to help you out when you're pregnant? He's definitely been understanding that I can't really do that much, and I definitely use it to my advantage. I'm definitely going to ride this one as long as I can. What do you love most about being pregnant? I just love having my baby so close to me and just feeling the baby grow, and it's just it's an extraordinary experience to have a baby that is growing. I love having the baby so close to me and so safe and sound. Baby bump update. I want to show y'all my baby bump, but I'm going to show y'all at the end of this video, and every single pregnancy update video I'm going to show y'all my baby bump. Are you feeling carrying different with this baby compared to your first? Definitely. I definitely feel totally different this pregnancy. I didn't have morning sickness with my son, and I felt really just normal with him, to be completely honest. My stomach was really flat. I didn't start showing with him until I was like 24 weeks pregnant. And now I'm like, woo! So, definitely different. No question, just want to tell you how excited I am for you guys. Super happy for you. Glad God, and it cut it off right there. Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot to me that I'm able to share this with y'all. I wanted to share it with y'all so much sooner, but I just wanted to wait till I was further along, and I'm just so excited, so thank you so much. Did you have any issues getting fertility help before you were married? I have this issue. I actually never went to my doctor before I was, for fertility issues before we were married. We did get married after we had our son, and definitely they didn't even ask me at the doctor if I was married or not, because the last time I went to my doctor I wasn't married, so they didn't really ask me, so I'm not really sure why they would give you a hard time for that. Even if you're not married, that really shouldn't matter. But if they are giving you trouble, I would probably just find another doctor, to be honest. Did you have a feeling you might be pregnant? I knew with our surprise third at 4 weeks. I actually did have a feeling that I was, because it kind of was happening back to back. After, like, I had my first miscarriage, I got pregnant immediately after, and so I just kind of figured it would happen again. So I did have a feeling, and when someone has been pregnant 3 times, a very short amount of time, they do kind of learn what it feels like to be pregnant really super early. So I kind of had an idea. I really wasn't sure though, because it could have honestly went either way, but I kind of had a really good feeling. How did you stay so strong and positive when you kept getting negative after negative tests? I honestly stayed positive because I believe that it just wasn't the right time for whatever reason. And even with my son, it took us 12 months to conceive him, and it kind of worked out better that way, that it took us a little longer, because we was able to move in together. We'd even live with each other, me and my husband, and there was a lot that needed to happen before I gave birth to him that did. So I just kind of felt like it would happen in the time that it was supposed to happen. So whenever I wasn't pregnant, I would be upset for about a day, like really upset, but then luckily I could start trying again within 2 weeks. So I just felt like it just wasn't the right time. How many times a week you have sex to try to conceive? We definitely tried as much as possible, especially in that fertile week of about a week of leading up to ovulation, and maybe the day or two after. We definitely wanted to try pretty much every day, if not every day, almost every day. So that's why I definitely would say is good is to try just as much as possible, especially on that fertile week. Have you had sex since? Definitely. Are you excited about being a mama of 2, and how is Jackson acting to you being pregnant? I'm really, really excited to be a mama of 2. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait for my son to have someone to play with that's his size. And how is he acting? He's surprisingly been helping me out a lot more. Like when I was really sick, he was so sweet. I told Jackson, I'm like, I don't feel good, and he took my hand and he led me in there, and he told me to sit down on one of his like big excavator or something toys, and he started pushing me around on it, and it literally made me feel so much better. It's just, he has helped me out so much. He brings me things, whatever I ask him to bring me. I mean, he does whatever I ask him to. He's so good, and he's just been such a good boy. How long did you take your progesterone pills before you found out you were pregnant? I actually started taking them when I found out I was pregnant, because I went to my doctor and I was pregnant, very early pregnant at the doctor. How are you feeling? I am feeling so much better. Oh my gosh. The first trimester was really rough, I'm not gonna lie. I feel so much better, and I feel motivated to do a lot more on my YouTube channel. I want to start vlogging more. I plan to upload 3 times a week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Mondays is going to be pregnancy update videos. So this Monday, next Monday, pregnancy update video for y'all. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm going to be uploading a video, either a vlog or a sit down video. I'm not really sure. Y'all can leave a comment down below of a suggestion that you would like. And also, if you would like a shout out in one of our videos, leave us a comment down below using hashtag MorganFamily. Now, I'm going to be showing y'all my baby bump. This is what it looks like. And I will show y'all, I have to wear stretchy pants because I was like, yeah, I gotta. This is what my tummy looks like right now. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't yet, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at MorganFamily_YT. So I guess I'm gonna go now. Bye.